Hey guys, this is patch 7.21 tier list for top. I have a tier list for each other lane for every patch. This is perspective from a Plat 2's player's perspective. I'll have my OPGG in the link below in the description. I'll go through every character and why you should play them. Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath, you just want to build a tank. Um, how do you play against Cho'Gath? Um, if Cho'Gath builds Gargoyle, Stoneplate, or Righteous Glory was well, you don't need Gargoyle Stoneplate no matter what. The flash ult on your ADC with Gargoyle Stoneplate is an instant one shot most likely. So, you can basically just win your team the game with this character. Pick this character if he's not picked. He's if not double banned in every game I play, if not banned, and if he's not banned, he usually gets picked unless the player just doesn't know how to play him. He's pretty easy to play. You have great initiations with a QW with a Q and then W silent. I mean, you just rape. I mean, you're a raid boss. The reason people there should be no raid boss that's like he should be in his own game mode. Like he shouldn't be in the game. He's so broken. But Jarvan top's pretty good. You can just delete the enemy's backline, but not as good as Cho'Gath. It's not like you just hit a button or the ADC disappears. But Jarvan really has good access to the backline. With his ult, and you can lock somebody down really easily. Maokai, extremely obnoxious to play against. He's probably the second best top laner. Him and Jarvan are kind of tied. If you get an early snowball, Jarvan will delete everybody. If you don't, you can lose lane with Maokai and still do good. Same with Cho'Gath. Um, Maokai's just really obnoxious due to his passive. Everything in his kit is CC. Extremely obnoxious to play against. You just want to lock down the enemy ADC or mid. Whoever's doing the most damage, most likely the ADC. Jax can split push like a god. Nobody can really match his ability to 1v1 somebody. So playing Jax top, you just split push the whole game. Anybody comes top, they're gonna need to bring at least two people to kill you most likely, unless somebody's fed and you're not. Because if they just bring one person, most likely just go in their tower and fucking two-shot them. So, balance. Kennen. Kennen has the ability to basically end the game with his ult. You're going to need some time playing this champion. You want to go proto belt on him. Same with Vladimir, proto belt on Vladimir. But there's a reason Vladimir is really good, but I'll get into that in a second. Kennen, with his ult, I mean, you can just destroy an enemy team. You just flash, or just, you flash, get in there. You can flash proto belt, you can proto belt, whatever you want to do. You lock down the enemy ADC or mid with that. Your team's going to win the team fight most likely unless they're autistic. You're going to do a shit ton of damage to them. You're most likely going to get deleted unless unless your team instantly, follows up. Vladimir, I was going to put Vladimir S, but I wasn't sure. Most games I played against Vladimirs that actually have a lot of games played on them, I can beat a Vladimir in lane, and then next thing I know, he just got a quadra kill mid lane. Yeah, he's not a balanced champion. I think he's atrocious to play against. I think he's balanced, but like I don't understand how he can lose lane and then shit on my entire team. Like this not something that happens one off. Like it happens so many, especially when he's on my team too. I mean, it's just atrocious. His ult. I mean, like nobody's safe. Nobody's safe with Vladimir because the proto belt on him. He can just get to the enemy backline, the enemy ADC, instant delete, delete, delete. I mean, it's over. You're done. I mean, nothing you can do. And with his W, you get some extreme survivability. You're moving on to Urgot. Major buffs to Urgot. His R's better. His Q detonates quicker, but has higher mana cost. Not that higher though. His legs now proc off, not cooldown. They're a lot lower cooldown now. Good change. Allows them to go to different build paths. I really do think the new Urgot is really good. You should definitely give him a play. I think Urgot is an extreme lane bully if he does get ahead. I think the buffs could propel him to a decent pick. That's why I put him at A plus. I haven't even seen him played, but I'm so confident in the buffs that he received that he is, a good champion. Pantheon, you may be asking why are Jace and Pantheon not A plus? Well, more Jace, but we'll get into that. Pantheon, you're extreme lane bully. Everything you do, he's the easiest top lane champion to play in the game. I mean, he literally his kit is retarded easy. Just go Thunderlords, WQE somebody, GG, well played. But you're going to want to poke them down in lane with a few Qs before you do that. If you snowball, you can end the game. If you don't, you're irrelevant. In a late game, you're basically a suicide bomber. So just keep that in mind. Jace, basically like Pantheon. Jace can scale a little bit. He can scale way better into the late game. But if you don't really get ahead with Jace, you're not really as relevant as you should be. But if you do get a kill or two in lane, if not more, you can just go mid and the EQ combo just take half the enemy's mid laner's health, and you just switch to melee farm and fucking finish it. Kled, I think Kled's pretty good. He's pretty good split push priority. His passive, even if he gets to mount it, he get back on the little lizard bitch, real easy with his passive. So it gives him really good 1v1 potential, and it all allows him to engage on like an ADC or something. The A- tier, Singed is there. You basically control and win the game. You're there to basically frustrate the enemy team with proxy farming. Malzahar, Malzahar can be played basically any role but jungle in my opinion, and you just alt people who misstep like the 80. You only alt the ADC or mid. Don't alt the fucking tank retard. You want to alt the ADC usually. Heimerdinger, just fucking a atrocious champion to play against, especially if you're a mid laner, because he just fucking, I mean not mid laner, a melee champion, because you go for CS, he EW, like, who wants to play, like, nobody's like, damn, I can't wait to play against Heimerdinger, fucking atrocious. But these characters are A minus, just due to that you'll have to put a decent amount of games in them to like learn them. They're not like the easiest champs to learn. Like, the easiest champ on here to learn would probably be Pantheon. Very basic champion. After a game, you can be decent with them. I mean, to be honest, as long as you do the correct build, just go on OPGG and look at the correct build. I think Pantheon is really good. He will be getting a rework, but I do definitely think you should abuse Pantheon for free elo if you don't really want to put a lot of time into a character. Like every other character here, you might have to put like a decent amount of time into them. Some more like Heimerdinger, Malzahar, and Singed, you'll have to put more in others because you're just gonna have to really know how. Because Singed you basically troll a Singed. You have to learn how hard you can troll. Like you should get reported every game, but you're not because you're just so obnoxious. Like who wants to play against it? Like I'm a top laner myself, and I just want to like throw my keyboard out the window when I play against them. Extremely obnoxious. Heimerdinger, pick him into melee champs. Certain melee matchups don't work as well. Like people who have dashes that can avoid the E or some type of mobility or shields do a lot better. Like think Riven. Do not play Heimer until Riven. GG, well played. Unless you really are like good at Heimerdinger. But this is my top tier list for patch 7.21. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching.